Wildfires are no longer just a problem for forests and rural areas. As climate change intensifies, urban sprawl expands, and extreme droughts persist, several U.S. cities are facing a major fire crisis. With rising temperatures and drier conditions than ever before, some cities are at serious risk of destructive wildfires in 2025. So today, we're breaking down 10 American cities most likely to catch on fire this year. Some of these places have already suffered from devastating blazes, while others are creeping dangerously close to becoming the next fire disaster zone. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss on engaging content like these. Let's get right into it. Number 10. Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas is known for its booming tech industry and thriving art scene, but it's also becoming a wildfire danger zone. In recent years, drought conditions and record-breaking heat waves have turned central Texas into a tinderbox. With temperatures soaring past 110 F in August 2023, experts warned that Austin could be primed for one of its worst wildfire seasons in history. The Texas A&M Forest Service reports that over 50,000 acres burned across central Texas in 2023, a number expected to rise in 2025. As of early 2025, over 100 acres have already burned in central Texas wildfires. With dry brush, low humidity, and high winds, even a single spark could ignite a citywide disaster. Adding to the danger, Austin's rapid urban expansion is creeping into fire-prone regions. Housing developments near wooded areas and dry grasslands mean that wildfires can spread from the countryside into neighborhoods within minutes. Local officials are urging residents to clear dry vegetation and prepare evacuation plans before fire season peaks. To combat the risk, fire departments are conducting controlled burns and expanding defensible space programs. But with record heat and worsening drought conditions, Austin remains one of the most vulnerable cities to wildfires in 2025. Officials warn that without significant rainfall, the city could see one of its worst fire disasters yet. Number 9. Reno, Nevada. Reno may be famous for its casinos and mountain views, but in 2025, it's looking like a wildfire waiting to happen. Nestled near the Sierra Nevada, Reno has been experiencing severe droughts, dangerously low snowpack, and rising temperatures, setting the stage for a disastrous fire season. Strong desert winds make fires even more unpredictable, helping flames spread into urban areas. In 2020, the Pinehaven fire burned through Reno's suburbs, destroying homes in minutes. Now, conditions are even drier, with little rainfall in late 2024 and extreme heat expected in 2025. With a growing number of housing developments in fire-prone foothills, the risk of catastrophic fire is increasing rapidly. Officials warn that the North Valleys, Collin Ranch, and Verde are among the most vulnerable areas. These communities are built right next to dry, fire-prone terrain, making them particularly susceptible to destruction. Firefighters say that one fast-moving wildfire could quickly overwhelm resources and cause widespread damage. Efforts to reduce Reno's fire risk include fuel reduction programs and expanding emergency response teams. However, with hotter summers and unpredictable winds, Reno's fire season is becoming longer and deadlier each year. Without significant intervention, the city could be facing one of its worst wildfire disasters in history. Number 8. Orlando, Florida. Florida might be known for hurricanes and humidity, but Orlando is becoming a major wildfire hotspot. Thanks to record droughts, rising temperatures, and stronger than usual wind patterns, the region is more flammable than ever before. Officials are warning that 2025 could bring some of the worst fires Florida has seen in decades. The 2024 Florida wildfire season was a series of wildfires that burned throughout the U.S. state of Florida. As of the 2nd of June 2024, over 100 fires were reported, burning over 24,000 acres of land, according to the Florida Forest Service. With lightning storms and prolonged dry seasons, forests around Orlando are primed to ignite. Fire experts say that if winds pick up, fires could spread dangerously fast into populated areas. Orlando's rapid suburban expansion has also created more wildfire risks. New housing developments near forests and dry conservation lands put thousands of homes directly in harm's way. Some of the most at-risk areas include Lake Nona, Winter Garden, and parts of Seminole County. Fire departments have been expanding controlled burns and clearing overgrown brush, but Florida's fire seasons are becoming harder to predict. If 2025 brings high winds and another dry winter, Orlando could face some of its most intense wildfires yet. Officials are urging residents to stay alert and have evacuation plans ready. Number 7. Sacramento, California. Sacramento is no stranger to extreme heat, but 2025 is shaping up to be one of its worst years yet for wildfire risk. Thanks to record-breaking droughts and high winds, fire experts say the city is dangerously close to its next major blaze. The combination of dry conditions, strong gusts, and overgrown vegetation makes Sacramento a high-risk wildfire zone. Northern California wildfires have already burned millions of acres in the past decade, and Sacramento's outskirts are becoming more vulnerable. Areas near Folsom, El Dorado Hills, and parts of Highway 50 are at especially high risk. The 2021 Calder Fire, which nearly reached Lake Tahoe, served as a warning that Sacramento isn't safe from massive wildfires. One of the biggest threats comes from hot, dry winds that can turn a small spark into a raging inferno. Fire officials warn that with the right conditions, a wildfire could reach suburban areas within hours. The Sacramento Delta breeze, which usually cools the city, can just as easily fan flames into a disaster. Local officials have ramped up fire mitigation efforts, including defensible space projects and fire-resistant infrastructure. However, with another extreme summer ahead, Sacramento could be in serious trouble. Firefighters are already preparing for a wildfire season unlike anything the region has seen before. Number 6. Santa Rosa, California. Santa Rosa has become a symbol of wildfire devastation in California, and 2025 is expected to be no different. The city sits in a fire-prone region, with dry grasslands, dense forests, and strong winds creating ideal conditions for destructive fires. Officials say that without significant rainfall, the city could face another catastrophic fire. The 2017 Tubbs Fire, which destroyed over 5,600 structures and claimed multiple lives, remains a painful memory for Santa Rosa residents. With similar drought conditions and overgrown vegetation, experts fear that 2025 could bring another large-scale disaster. Neighborhoods in Fountain Grove, Coffee Park, and the Eastern Hills are at particularly high risk. Santa Rosa's rapid rebuilding efforts after past fires have left many homes still vulnerable to new blazes. Fire officials are urging residents to create defensible space around their properties and have evacuation plans in place. With dry conditions expected through the summer, officials are warning of a potentially deadly fire season. To combat the risk, the city has increased firebreak construction and vegetation clearing efforts. However, experts say that if strong winds hit during peak fire season, Santa Rosa could face another devastating wildfire. The city remains on high alert as 2025 unfolds. Number 5. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, known for its scorching deserts and extreme heat, is now seeing wildfires becoming a year-round threat. The city has faced record-breaking drought conditions, drying out vegetation across urban areas and increasing the likelihood of fires in 2025. Experts say the combination of high temperatures and persistent winds could lead to uncontrollable wildfires. In 2023, Phoenix experienced over 18 wildfires within city limits, a sharp increase from previous years. With no significant rainfall in 2024 and vegetation from the monsoon season left dry, fire officials predict an even worse year ahead. Areas near South Mountain and the surrounding desert preserves are particularly vulnerable. The rapid growth of the Phoenix metro area is also compounding the problem. Expanding neighborhoods near desert regions have increased the risk of urban wildfires spreading to residential zones. One spark in a dry wash or open desert can quickly ignite and destroy entire communities. Local officials are implementing fire mitigation strategies such as controlled burns and vegetation removal, but challenges remain due to the city's size and extreme conditions. Residents are being urged to clear flammable brush around their homes and stay updated on evacuation protocols. Officials warn that 2025 could see larger and more destructive fires than ever before. Number 4. San Diego, California. San Diego's beautiful beaches and rolling hills come with a dangerous downside: extreme wildfire risk. The combination of Santa Ana winds, prolonged drought, and flammable vegetation has turned the region into a wildfire hotspot. In 2025, experts say conditions could be worse than ever, with long stretches of dry, hot weather expected. The 23-Cedar fire remains a painful reminder of how quickly fires can devastate the area. It burned over 280,000 acres, destroyed more than 2,200 homes, and led to mass evacuations. In 2025, neighborhoods in Poway, Rancho Bernardo, and Escondido are at particularly high risk due to their proximity to dry wildlands. Adding to the problem, San Diego's rapid development has pushed more homes into fire-prone canyons and hillsides. This makes containment efforts more difficult and increases the likelihood of large-scale evacuations. Fire officials are concerned that even small fires could quickly spread and overwhelm resources. To prepare, the city has ramped up fuel reduction projects and early warning systems. However, officials warn that strong winds and rising temperatures could make 2025 a difficult year. Residents are being told to take the fire threat seriously and have evacuation plans in place. Number 3. San Bernardino, California. San Bernardino's mountainous terrain and dense forests make it one of the most wildfire-prone areas in California. The region has faced severe droughts, bark beetle infestations, and extreme heat, creating a perfect storm for dangerous fires. Experts say 2025 could bring one of the worst fire seasons in years. The 23-year-old fire, which burned over 90,000 acres and destroyed more than 1,000 homes, remains a stark reminder of the region's vulnerability. Areas near Lake Arrowhead, Big Bear, and the Cajon Pass are considered some of the most at-risk communities due to their location in steep, heavily forested terrain. One of the biggest challenges in San Bernardino is the strong Santa Ana winds, which can quickly spread embers and ignite new fires. Fire officials warn that containment efforts are often difficult due to the rugged landscape and limited road access. Residents in high-risk areas are being told to prepare for potential evacuations and extended fire seasons. The county is working on aggressive forest management, including controlled burns and tree removal projects. However, with limited water resources and worsening drought conditions, officials fear that the fire risk will remain extremely high throughout 2025. Number 2. Boulder, Colorado. Boulder, known for its scenic mountain views, is facing an unprecedented wildfire threat in 2025. The city has seen prolonged drought, high winds, and rising temperatures, creating prime conditions for fast-moving wildfires. Officials say that one spark in Boulder's dry foothills could lead to catastrophic damage. In 2021, the Marshall Fire destroyed more than 1,000 homes in Boulder County in just a matter of hours. Experts warn that 2025 could see a similar event due to the region's increasingly dry conditions. Areas near El Dorado Canyon, Flagstaff Mountain, and the Flatirons are considered particularly high risk. Adding to the danger, Boulder's rapid population growth has led to more homes being built near wildfire-prone areas. The city's steep canyons and dense vegetation make fire containment difficult, especially during wind-driven events. Firefighters say that early evacuation warnings are crucial to preventing loss of life. Local officials have expanded fuel reduction projects and early detection systems, but challenges remain due to the unpredictable nature of wildfires. With record heat expected this summer, Boulder is bracing for one of its most dangerous fire seasons yet. Number 1. Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles is no stranger to wildfires, but 2025 is shaping up to be one of its most dangerous years yet. With record drought conditions, scorching temperatures, and Santa Ana winds, experts warn that the city is at a heightened risk of devastating fires. In recent years, LA's wildfires have crept closer to densely populated urban areas, putting thousands of homes at risk. The 2018 Woolsey fire served as a devastating example of how quickly wildfires can spread through LA's urban-wildland interface. It burned over 96,000 acres, destroyed more than 1,600 homes, and forced mass evacuations. In 2025, fire officials are particularly concerned about neighborhoods in Calabasas, Malibu, and the foothills of the San Fernando Valley. Urban sprawl has pushed developments into fire-prone hills and canyons, making containment difficult when flames spread rapidly. With the Santa Ana winds capable of reaching speeds over 50 miles per hour, even small fires can quickly become catastrophic. Officials warn that residents must be prepared for fast evacuations and extended power outages during fire season. To mitigate risks, LA has invested in advanced fire detection systems and expanded vegetation clearing efforts. However, with another dry year expected and worsening heat waves, fire experts fear that 2025 could be one of the city's deadliest seasons. Firefighters are already preparing for a long battle ahead. Here are 5 practical tips to consider before moving to a fire-prone city in 2025. Check wildfire risk before moving. Some cities are in high-risk zones, so reviewing wildfire maps and past fire activity can help you decide if it's worth the risk. Know the evacuation routes. Wildfires can spread quickly, so learning local escape routes, emergency shelter locations, and alert systems is essential for survival. Be prepared for high insurance costs. Home insurance in fire-prone areas can be expensive or hard to get, so research policies and coverage options before buying property. Have an emergency plan and supplies. Keeping a go bag with water, food, important documents, and essentials can make evacuation faster and safer when disaster strikes. Follow fire safety regulations. Adhering to burn bans, clearing flammable materials around your home, and staying updated on fire danger alerts can help minimize risks. With climate change driving longer and more intense fire seasons, American cities are facing wildfire risks like never before. From Texas to California, the threat of destruction looms larger every year. If you live in any of these cities, take wildfire preparedness seriously. 2025 could be the year that changes everything. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore our channel for more insights. Thanks for watching.